and his beautiful Evos right here. Tell us a little bit about what we have right here.
So we have a 1996, Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution GSR. This is an Evo IV.
Okay.
This is the fourth edition of the Evos that came out from Japan. This car's pretty awesome. I bought two of them over here. As you can see, there's one in the garage right now.
Yeah, and you're an Evo. This is what, your fifth Evo now?
Yeah, so actually, yeah, this is my fifth Evo. I've had multiple Evos in the past, and I'm really excited to get a chance to drive this vehicle. Take advantage of all the perks of having a right-hand drive car that's also an Evo at the same time.
Yeah.
I've never had one of those.
Is it weird having this much power right-hand drive? Well, how fast are these?
These things have about 280 horsepower stock.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And I mean, I've never had a car this much power as a right-hand drive car.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Evos,
Yeah.
Like I think I said earlier that I had an Evo 10
yeah.
as well as an Evo 9. My Evo 10 was about 520 horsepower, but it was left-hand drive.
So it's not as like it's not as
cool.
crazy. It's not as crazy
cool.
though, but it's not as crazy to have much power.
That's true.
Like
yes.
my fastest right-hand drive car, nothing. My K-van.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never driven like a fast right-hand drive car.
Well, I mean, hopefully, you get a chance to experience this.
Yeah, I mean, I drive this one a little bit. I'm not gonna get that fast, but
I'm really surprised with actually how much power this vehicle has compared to some of the previous Evos that I've had. This is a stock car, and I've had my other two Evos when they were stock as well too. And this is pretty different. I mean,
but this one it's nice. Interior is nice and clean. These are actually both for sale too.
Yeah, the interior is pretty clean on these. I've got the horn decal there, but yeah, these things are really nice, man.
How does it feel in the back? I'm curious. Like, let me see. Oh, it's not bad. Yeah. You could fit 4 people, maybe not 5, but
yeah, I say 4 people. If you have maybe a small child, that'll be the fifth.
Maybe 2 small people here.
But surprisingly, these things do have a little bit of room inside of there.
Yeah, oh, wow, power windows. That's a nice touch.
Power windows, power door locks.
Is the trunk big too?
The trunk is pretty decent. Let's open it up.
It looks huge. I love the spoiler. Like, this is just.
This is classic Evo
yeah,
styling.
that's that and the fog lights are classic Evo.
Classic Evo styling here. Pretty decent truck.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, no one's putting luggage back here, but
yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But I think you could fit probably 2 bags.
Yeah, you definitely could. It's cool to see a stockish Evo too. Like, I don't really see much.
There's nothing in this engine bay that's
like
different.
Stock airbox is crazy.
The only thing that you got here is the Tomei turbo, the exhaust manifold cover.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool. I mean, Tomei is a really
that's probably like this is probably worth a lot of money.
Yeah,
just that little heat shield right there.
Because you're not really getting these things here in America.
Yeah.
So you're paying for that.
What exhaust does it have? Tomei too?
It's got an HKS exhaust.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, HKS high power. Yeah, but everything else, so HKS high power, you got the Tomei, exhaust manifold cover, and it's got some LED lights. And I think everything else in this car is pretty much stock. Yeah, it's pretty much factory.
GSXs were prone to get rustier. This looks nice and clean.
I remember the GSXs; those were awesome.
Yeah.
Like you were talking earlier,
yeah.
Like the GSX is kind of like the baby version of these cars.
I had 2 GSXs were like my introduction to cars. I saw Fast and the Furious. I saw Paul Walker with one. I was like, I always wanted one. And then when I got older, I got a GS, which is the 420A slow one. And then I eventually got a GSX, and I was like, okay, this is the real deal now. And then I got another one after that, and then I don't know, I just sold it.
I think the Eclipse from the Fast and Furious was actually a GS.
Yeah, no, it was a GS. It wasn't even GSX.
It wasn't even GSX.
Even when they popped the hood, it was a 420A, and back then I didn't know any better. But like now, I'm like, wow, like what was the point of that? Yeah.
Yeah, but this thing's got the the intercooler. It's pretty much just like what I had previously.
It's stock intercooler too?
Yeah, stock intercooler.
It's pretty big.
It is pretty big. It's surprisingly large.
Yeah.
But these things are like I mean, it's pretty cool because you've got the fog lights here, which is kind of quintessential to like the older Evo looks.
I guess we could look at this one really quickly. What's the difference from this one?
So this one is also Evo IV as well.
GSR too?
GSR as well. This one, it needs a little.
How do you know it's a GSR? Is it by the wing?
So I believe that the RSs did not have a wing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have to check up on that just to make sure. I don't really know for sure. If this is wrong, please.
No, yeah. I'm wrong so many times. I don't. It is what it's always perfect.
So this guy, he's got the factory seats on there. So that one, I believe he put some aftermarket Recaros in there, which are probably a little bit stiffer and they feel a little bit better than these.
Really, those?
Yeah, those actually.
Oh, nice.
You'll see when you sit down in there.
Yeah. It smells clean too.
Yeah, it does. It does. The interior of the car is pretty clean.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with it. The only thing I just wish it had a better paint job.
Yeah, it looks like it was repainted.
Like, yeah, I think so. I think it was repainted. So whoever gets this is gonna have to do a little bit of TLC as far as the paint job is concerned.
Same thing under the hood and everything?
Yeah, I can open it up for you.
It's cool to see it in 2 different colors too. Did they make these in like those cool like yellow blue like they did with AT or no?
So I think they have them in like a dark blue kind of color.
Oh, okay.
Which is really nice. And I haven't seen yellow.
Is this the one they did the Tommy whatever?
Tommy Maka edition? So Tommy Maka, that was in the...
Like the 6?
They did it in the 5, I believe, and the 6. Actually, the 6 is the most popular.
Yeah.
Yeah. TME 6.
This thing is crazy. I was saying earlier I would sell both my cars and add cash for one of these.
See, we got the HKS filter on this guy, and that is the only thing inside of it. It doesn't have the exhaust shield like the other one does, but
and that's a stock turbo and everything.
The stock turbo and all. Yes. This one, as I said, needs a little bit of TLC.
Yeah, clean it up a little.
Not as clean as that guy is, but I mean it's rare still.
It's not modified. Yeah, it doesn't have 500 horsepower. It wasn't tuned.
Exactly. It's a starting point for somebody.
Yeah.
That's how you look at it.
It's better to get this in somebody's project anyway.
That's true as well. You know exactly what's gone into it.
But I guess we could drive this one. Yeah, sure. I'll let you drive it first though.
All right, sounds
Let me get
good.
my other camera. All I know, guys, is that if you know anything about me, when I drive a car, I want to buy it instantly after. So just know that if I get back to New York, I'm in Jacksonville, Florida, by the way, but if I get back to New York and you see my Miata for sale and you see my Bravo for sale, I'm coming back and I'm grabbing an Evo. First driving an Evo. I think it's maybe my first driving an Evo, period.
Really?
I don't think I've ever been in an Evo.
These things are awesome, man.
It's clean too, like.
It is very clean.
Like if you look right, like if I just look at you driving, I don't know we're in like a performance car.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it just looks like a regular sedan, which I think is the best like sleeper part of it.
Exactly.
Besides the huge wing and fog lights, but
it's also a quote-unquote family car.
Yeah, exactly. You could put a car seat back in.
I actually used to have a car seat in my Evo 9. I drove it it was my daily for a while, and I had my kids for like about a year and a half in the back. It really surprised me when it came from Japan. It actually surprised me. I was expecting it to, not be as advanced as some of the other.
Like the driving experience.
Yeah, the driving experience.
Okay.
I was expecting it to not be as stable or as advanced as like.
This is obviously your oldest Evo by far.
Correct.
By like what, 10 years?
By 10 years. Yeah, by 2006 was my oldest before this. So yeah, 10 years.
I did my clicks, but it wasn't. This is probably just as fast as this. But to be in a 4-door, like this handles like my Miata, but it's 4-door.
It's nimble.
Yeah,
it's very nimble.
It doesn't weigh like maybe 3,000.
Yeah, it's about 3,000 pounds, probably like 3,200 somewhere around there. What is the Miatas normally?
Like 22.
Okay.
But way less power.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. How much was the GSXs and the GSTs back then?
I got my GSX for $3,500.
Okay.
Which is, but now they're like 15.
Yeah, I know.
And I sold mine for cheap.
But do you think you could find a GSX for $1,500 right now?
No, 15,000.
Oh, 15,000.
No, 15,000.
Yeah,
No.
I'm like,
if it's 1,500, I'll buy one today.
I was like, this is insane.
No. 15,000. Moment of truth right here. Wow, this seat feels even more.
Even more belt like.
Because of the steering wheel front end?
I don't know. It is really
this
like.
It feels even tighter.
Tight. It's really tight.
Oh wow, the clutch is kind of strong.
First time driving an Evo 4. Or Evo.
First time driving an Evo. What a way to start. Well, I don't know how I'm going to top this right now. It's like a childhood moment right here. Alright, let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, granny shifted. The shifter's pretty short, too.
It is short, yes. And it's pretty precise as well, too.
Yeah, oh, yeah, it's stiff.
Yeah.
And it's stock, everything, right?
It's all stock, yeah. I'm not sure maybe the shifter bushings might be replaced at some point in time, but it's such a good feel going into gear.
Like right now it feels like normal. Like it's very quiet. It's stiff.
It is stiff. The handling is very precise as well.
Yeah.
For a car this old, I was not expecting that.
Yeah. What do you rank this as like with your Evos?
So
I guess we haven't had it long enough, right? Like,
yeah, I haven't had it long enough, but honestly, if I wanted to like just compare what I've experienced so far, I would probably put this right in between the 10 and the 9. And I think it's the 9 would be my top.
Oh, okay.
I love that 9.
Yeah.
It was an awesome car. But the 10, it was alright. You make a left right here. The 10 was cool, but it's just, it got heavy. It's body roll. It started to feel less like an actual Evo should. You know, this is awesome. I mean,
like this is like my favorite part is that it's stock.
Yeah.
So like if this is my initial reaction, imagine when you turn the boost up, you know, trying coilovers.
So much fun. There's so much fun to be had with these.
It's so crazy to also be in 4th gear and be at 100 kilometers. My K car would be screaming right now. They'd be screaming at 100 kilometers.
It's a very different experience.
Yeah, I always said eventually, you know, I'm gonna maybe still have a K car, but I want like a real car also, and it would love to be something like this.
Well, how was you said you had a chance to go drive Ron Cox's Beat. How was that?
Compared to Miata, from price to price, I don't think I would ever buy one.
Okay.
It's smaller and slower than Miata, so to me it's like, why would I spend that much money?
I got you. It's really just for like for nostalgia.
Yeah, nostalgia, but I'm not a Honda guy, so there's no nostalgia there.
I get you.
But it was cool. But I would want like a car, like an Aristo.
Okay.
Like a car that I could actually drive, like, and not be screaming all the time.
But you said earlier too that you wouldn't buy something right-hand drive that's available in America. So I understand that the Aristo probably would not be their first choice.
Yeah, like I wouldn't buy a Sora.
Exactly.
Even though it's a completely different engine and it's way cooler than a SC300. But
I get that too.
Yeah.
I've heard that a lot. A lot of people told me the same thing when I told them I'm getting an Aristo or whatever the case may be. They said the same thing, and I understand that. I get it as well too. But I like the 2JZ engine.
Yeah, the engine's really awesome. Huge. Yeah.
You know, and I can't afford a Supra, so
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like I would never buy a Unos Roadster. It's too late now. Yeah. Like they're $12,000 for the same motor, and it's a Miata. At least in a Aristo, you get something different.
Yeah,
but like I'm just buying a right-hand drive Miata. Like I couldn't buy an EK Civic.
Yeah, I get you.
Like a regular, maybe like a Type R makes sense.
Yeah.
But not like a regular Civic. Like if I could buy a Beat for like 5 Gs, 100%.
Yeah, of course.
Or like 4.
Now that
but not like even I drove a Cappuccino before too. Not worth it. Not worth it at all. Compared to a Miata. Maybe I'm being biased.
But yeah, you could be being biased because you love Miatas.
Yeah, but a Cappuccino just everyone talks about it being turbo and just it's not.
It's a turbo K car though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's like, and I have a turbo Miata, so it doesn't come turbo, but still. Like,
one of my customers, I was telling you earlier, he pulled up with his son pick up the Bravo.
Oh yeah, he just had a Bravo, which I wish. I'll put a picture right now. I wish it was here. I would have loved to drive. I love me all Bravos.
So unfortunately, like the Bravo's gone, so we can't show it. But it was pretty cool because his son had a 1992 Every.
Yeah.
And that thing was extremely clean, and it was a turbo version.
Yeah.
But it's funny we're talking about K cars and turbo K cars. Like I think a regular Every was like 50 horsepower. He had 61 horsepower because of his turbo.
It probably made it. I had a Jimny. That being turbo actually was a big difference. Then I drove a Mitsubishi Pajero, and that being turbo was again a very big difference. Because it's the same motor as my Bravo too, which is cool. Let me do one last pull.
Yeah, go ahead, man. If you want to turn around as well too.
Nah.
Too.
Wow. But it's just so stiff.
It is like it doesn't feel like a car this age. That's how I feel about this vehicle. Get that smile every time you hit that boost.
It's just, I haven't stopped smiling, honestly. It's just too much. And these are one of the cars where, just like the Skylines, you can't wait.
Yeah, you can't.
Like, I can't say, I'll buy one in a couple years. Because, I mean, I could if I make more money, but, like, it's one of those things you gotta jump on it now.
Going up.
Like, I bought my Miata, and I had my K car, I had my daily Corolla.
Okay.
And I didn't need a third car, but it was so it was $6,500. It was such a good price that I had to buy it. And I bought it, and I put 2,000 miles in 2 years.
So
I didn't buy it to drive it. I just bought it just because I knew it was a good investment. Yeah. It's probably worth 12 now, though.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, it was a good purchase, but
exactly. So I look at you're talking about a good investment. So I purchased my Aristo.
Yeah.
We were talking about that earlier. I purchased that last year, like around let's say September or so, and I feel like it's worth probably $4,000 or $5,000 more now.
Yeah, cars are now investments at this point.
Exactly.
Like for 26, 25, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But you're not losing. Like if you have the money, you're not losing.
I feel like next year you look at this vehicle, it's going to be 28.
But you said the 5s are 30 now, right?
Yes,
and they're not even legal yet.
They're not even legal yet.
So they're only going to get more expensive. They're not going to go down.
Exactly. You go on some of the websites in Japan to look at prices for the 5s, and yeah, they're pretty high right now. They're in the upper 20s and lower 30s. This is mine. You're pretty right here.
I just love that I feel like I'm in a. Well, my only experience is a Miata, but I'm not.
So how does this compare to like handling for your Miata?
Very similar. My Miata's slammed, so like it handles like crazy, but this is really good. Just the biggest thing is that I have like 2 seats in the back.
Okay.
Well, yeah, well, 2 doors in the back. But very good. Like when you're in New York, I'll let you drive my Miata if I still have it. And it's really like that's a car that just like this, in my experience at least, you drive. Well, mine is still turbo too, but you drive it and it's like, whoa, I want one of these.
You can make
man.
This thing's fun, man. This thing is fun.
This is a fun car. I love this seat.
It just grips you, yeah.
One last look at the Evo. Man, oh man, I gotta see what it looks like with the fog lights on. How do you even do that? I've been driving a normal car. Oh, it's this side. I've been driving a normal car. I'm not even sure. Oh, I wish it was darker, but
I know you look a lot nicer.
this thing is nice. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you guys for watching. Evo coming real soon.